Have you got more?
That was it.
Back in the net. This is another one. Well, that poem's about something that happened 30 years ago or whatever. But this is a poem about something that happened weeks ago. And some of you may have been there. It was the gig at the Philharmonic, the Lightning Seeds, a celebration of Ian Brody's life in music. And this is what happened behind the scenes. Or did it? From the Mersey they came, all of them Ian by name. Brody, Prowse, McCulloch, McNabb. This tale is of loyalty amongst musical royalty and starts off in the back of a cab. Now the Icicles man, who still lives with his mum, was on his way to meet his mate Prowsey. It was a bright sunny day, though they felt far from gay. In fact, they felt fucking lousy. You see, they'd heard through the vine that in just a month's time, Brody was playing a gig. And not something small, the Philharmonic Hall. This was going to be big. Brody's mates would be playing, but no one was saying just which of his mates were involved. Though they'd expected a call and heard nothing at all, so the mystery remained unsolved. Ian picked up the phone and rang Ian at home. He said, "Ian, it's Ian. Have you spoken to Ian?" Prowse said, "Not a word. I think it's absurd." And McNabb found himself agreeing. McNabb said, "Remember, I'm meeting you at 2:30 in the Grapes on Matthew Street." Prowse said, "Shit, I'd forgot. I'll be there in the shop, but first I'll send Brody a tweet." Now McNabb on his jacksie alighted the taxi and thought about the forthcoming show. It would be an outrage if he wasn't on that stage. He was desperately keen to know. So he bought the Echo to have a quick deco. The headline jumped off the front page. In bold, black and white, penned by Jade Wright, the words sent him into a rage. Brody plays the Phil as top of the bill, with a supporting cast of his peers. Now the story was out, and they had heard nought, confirming all of their fears. Prowse came in the pub and McNabb told him the rub. The pair slumped, totally dejected. They hadn't been asked, phoned, emailed or faxed. Brody got chosen and they weren't selected. "We need to ring Jade. A mistake has been made. It's not too late to put it right." They sat holding hands and thought of their band, determined to put up a fight. "Hi Jade, it's Ian." "Yeah, you remember me." Jade played dumb because he once tried to pull her. "You know loads that have sung. I know Neil Young. Remember, love is a wonderful colour." She claimed she still didn't know. Prowse said, "Give us a go." He said, "Hey, who loves you, Jade?" "What? I've been on the telly. I was in fucking Perry." But their hopes began to rapidly fade. Then Righty replied and their eyes opened wide. She said, "I've got news, but I'm afraid it's not good." Their eyes closed slightly as she said contritely, "You're not in, unless I've misunderstood. I know you'd be delighted if you were invited, but don't wait by the phone for a call. He's overlooked Wiley by opting for Riley, and I'm sure he's asked Terry all." Just then McNabb's phone rang its ringtone. It was a friend who'd come into town. He said, "Ian, it's Liam. I'm looking at Ian, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I think you better come down." So they headed across as quick as was possible to a place where they all used to go. But to their surprise, before their very eyes was the deception clearly on show. There at the back of Cafe Tobacco were Brody and Ian McCulloch, deep in discussion about strings and percussion. It was too much for our ears to stomach. They were left with no choice but to make heard their voice, so they stormed to the back of the cafe. Prowse said, "Mac, I should give you a smack." And Mac said, "You having a laugh?" Brody said, "Look, I don't give a fuck, and don't ever do that again." Mac said, "Fuck off, you nutter, I'm doing the cutter." And Brody said, "I've asked man's cane." But he added James Skelly will be giving it welly, and that was the final straw. Now the mention of James from the Coral brings us to our story's moral, and how Ian and Ian won through. They said from two Ians to another, we are musical brothers, and we don't want to fight with you. But we knew all along that we wouldn't do your songs, because we are real music lovers. We go to the Cavern pub, to the Monday Night Club, and we don't do fucking covers!
We've been doing this for 3 years, and that was easily my favourite moment.